Well, we've got confirmed news that some of you might not like. And it's unfortunate if you did complete an SBC that we'll talk about. It's not really too much of a surprise. It's Kylian Mbappé. We'll talk about that and the fact that he has been announced that he won his second Player of the Month card. We'll talk about that here in the leaks and news part of the video. We've got the Team of the Week leaked. We've got some other Player of the Month cards leaked. We've got more Team of the Group Stage leaks as well. So we've got a lot to talk about in this video today. And I want to say thank you again for the support recently because I'm just very grateful that people will listen to me waffle on a daily basis. But okay, well, the first thing we'll talk about, the content today was hairy asshole. It was hot garbage because this Højlund card came out and it sucks. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. It sucks at a multitude of levels, and it sucks more because of one level. The first thing we'll talk about, obviously, the card is not very good. We'll get that out of the way first. The only reason this card came out as an SBC is because of the fact that, oh my god, Højlund's brother. I've got to do him. Pause. Like, what outside of that was the reason for this SBC being a thing? I don't know. But cards like this would have some sort of use if the game modes in this game weren't so horrible and so competitive driven. So, oh my god, I have to use the best team possible or I'm not going to get rewarded at all by playing games. Then cards like this, if we had a daily knockout tournament kind of game mode where there wasn't really much at stake, it was pretty relaxed, laid back, repeatable, this card would become more relevant. Still not super relevant, don't get me wrong, but a lot more relevant, and a lot of these lower end cards would be. So it's odd they released this. First of all, chemistry is you can't link this card almost in any sort of way. So you have that aspect. Then you also have the aspect of EA, you make this card not really be possible to be used that much because you only have FUT champs division rivals to really play. And nowadays, live FUT friendlies has a match limit, so you can't even relax in friendlies. So I mean, yeah. There's so many, like, there's a multitude of levels of suck here is kind of the point. And people like to, like, blame the community a lot for only rocking the meta sweaty teams because they're only playing for rewards. And I understand that to an extent. But I think two things can be true at one time, where there will always be people, no matter how small the reward, rocking the sweatiest teams possible. You can't escape that. But at the end of the day, EA is the reason making the game modes the way they are, that you can't really have casual FIFA anymore. It's not really a thing. So that's really where the blame, in my opinion, should mostly lie, but let me know what you all think, of course. 85 plus player pick came out today. It's actually kind of decent value. I opened it already. I got an 89 Casemiro, so I got a decent card in it. It's an 84 rated squad. I can't click on it, but yeah, it's all right value. The first thing we got to talk about is, there it is. 93 Kylian Mbappé. Back-to-back League On Player of the Month winner, and the most expensive SBC of the year, probably. That will be my guess. You know, the first Player of the Month was 4 million coins for the majority of the time that it's been out. This one would probably be, what, 6 million coins, you would say? And I will say, you know, clowns for those who did the last SBC. I don't think that is the case at all. Apart from the fact he was madly expensive, so that's still, like, debatable if you want to complete it. Don't act like completing a 92 Mbappe, who will be -1s on this card, will be totally just irrelevant after this card comes out. It's not going to be the case. There's going to be a negligible difference, unless they change the playstyle plus, which I highly doubt they would do. They'll wait for Team of the Year probably to do that. They'll give him Finesse Shot Plus and Team of the Year, something like that. Let's not forget, he has a Team of the Group Stage coming out as well, excuse me, on Friday. So, I mean, we got Mbappe cards coming like crazy on FIFA right now, and I don't think if you did the 92, you'd need to be, I mean, feeling bad almost at all, unless you're a Bateson. So there was kind of a debate on Twitter saying, should they allow you to, you know, drop the 92 into the SBC to basically get rid of like 15 squads or something like that, or 10 squads, you know, cut the cost in half nearly or something like that. You know, Josh says one normal with whatever obnoxious number of squads is required, and then one where you submit the 92 and it removes a certain amount of squads. If you don't remember FIFA 19, this was a thing. They released Prime Icon SBCs at first in the game, then they released Prime Icon Moments SBCs as well later on into the year, and you could put that Prime Icon into the SBC. So when the Moments SBCs released, there were two different versions. There was one that was regular and one that was an upgrade version. And in the upgrade version, you could submit the old icon into the SBC, and then that basically allowed you to complete a really cheaper SBC, basically. Now, will this happen? I think there is a literal 0.1% chance this happens because of the fact that, like, what's really the reason when you think about it for them to do that for any reason outside of being nice to us, which they're not going to do when there's a 4.5 5.5 to 6.5 million coin SBC at stake here. There's no reason for them to be giving us a discount SBC for really no reason outside of, here you go, we feel good today, which EA, I mean, they're not doing that. I hate to say that. Most of you know this by now, but they're not necessarily the company, I would say, that's the most generous. I would say that's a pretty popular take. So I personally think there's no chance this happens. I mean, I shouldn't say no chance. Anything can happen, but it's very unlikely. In my opinion, it's very, very unlikely. Should it be a thing is a different question, but will it happen? I mean, you be the judge of that. Now, Giorgio Chiellini, icon or hero, he retired, obviously. If you think he's a hero, I hate to say it, but I don't think you know ball. This guy's obviously an icon in my opinion. But then again, if Yaya Toure is not an icon, I think, honestly, almost anybody could be a hero at the end of the day then. We've got a Harry Kane, SBC/objective coming near the team of the group stage promo. My guess will be SBC because, you know, a hyped up player like this, they're going to definitely try and drain some money out of you to get this card, and I'm assuming he'll probably be the Friday SBC for team of the group stage. Pretty exciting because I actually think that now these bigger strikers, excuse me, are more viable than they were before because of the patch. Now, the patch right now, really all that it seems like it's done for me so far is it's made the middle a little better. The auto press, though, is still too good. Far, far too good. The midfield congestion was fixed a little bit, not a ton, but definitely a little bit, enough to be able to actually play someone through the middle. It's definitely better than pre-patch, but it's not really a gigantic change, and I hope they keep making the changes regarding this, but this still has made the bigger strikers that play down the middle a lot better and, you know, actually possible to be used. We've got Undav winning the Bundesliga Player of the Month for November, so, you know, debatably going to be a pretty shitty SBC, but we'll have to see what they do with his card, but he did win. Team of the Week is coming today, and we've got Heung-min Son guaranteed to be in the team, getting it the second Player of the Month. Finesse Shot Plus, I have the first Inform, and I think he's amazing. Second Inform is going to obviously be even better. That's the only card that was really like the headline player here, and then here is the team of the week. It's not looking too hot. No Salah in it. We have Aubameyang, Lacazette, Marino, Talisca, Tavernier, some other cards in here. You know, it depends a lot on who the featured cards are, but yeah. And then FUT Police Leaks. This is my final warning for @UT sources. Stop stealing information that others post without giving credit. Like, what do you plan on doing if he keeps stealing your stuff? This is his final warning. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna call somebody? You're gonna hack the guy? I mean, like, what could you possibly be doing about FIFA leaks? But anyway, new packs coming. We've got an 87 plus Centurion or Thunderstruck icon pack. So basically the same exact pack we saw, just add Thunderstruck icons in the mix. And I think there was a reply down here from Scoreboard or somebody saying that he thinks this is going to be a season progress pack. So it might be in the next season coming a week from today or a week from tomorrow. Maybe is that what it is? Yeah, I think so. And I think apparently that's rumored to be what this is going to be inside of. And the same thing with this pack as well. This is an 84 plus campaign mix pack, includes one Trailblazer, Centurions, Triple Threat, Thunderstrucker, FC Pro, live player rated 84 overall or higher. And here is AC again saying, I believe this pack is related to season rewards. So that'll probably be a thing coming in the next season a week from now. Also the Fire and Ice promo, no new news about this as well. And if you guys don't know what the Fire and Ice promo was in FIFA 22, basically there was an ice version of a card, a fire version of a card, and they had different stats, right? So Diaby's got better shooting here on his ice card, but worse passing. And then this card obviously has much better passing, but worse shooting. So there's kind of like stat trade-offs. Now this could totally not be the case for this Fire and Ice promo compared to the last one, but this is what the old one was. So it could be the exact same that we saw before. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Let's talk about the market. First of all, though, you know, no winter wildcard leaks or anything like that. For the most part right now, I don't think there's much to really talk about. If you want to be totally safe, you can get out before we had some, say, crazy winter wildcard leaks. I don't really think you need to, though, to be honest with you. You know, I bought Sawa at 860 and she's now 940. You know, just I bought her at a good time. The market's still doing fine for a lot of these topper end cards, higher end cards. And I should say that way. Now, obviously the question is going to be, you know, what would happen if Mbappé comes out, right? Now, my guess is he's going to come out sometime next week. EA did not say on their tweet for, you know, the upcoming content for the week that the League On Player of the Month will be coming out. So my guess is we're still a week away at least from this card coming out. What would happen? To me, not much, I'll be honest, because no one is going to be completing this card. I mean, it'll be completed by so little people that it's not like we're going to see massive panic happening. You know, even the first one, we didn't see a lot, but there was still some, especially for the second one. I mean, we're just not going to see much, in my opinion. I think you don't really need to worry about it. And if you didn't do the first one, but you plan on doing the second one, I personally not even worry about buying fodder beforehand. I don't really think you need to. You can just find times after it comes out to where fodder is lower than other times. I mean, I personally think whatever the price of this SBC is going to be, it won't be worth doing. Of course, we'll have no idea until it drops, but I mean, there's not much to prepare prepare for. It's going to be fucking insanely expensive. And maybe EA release a sort of, you know, upgrade path from the 92 to the 93, but I doubt it. And that's really all I gotta say. And last thing I want to mention is a huge free pack coming soon just for joining Ultimate Team for 3 days. Apparently, this is going to be the pack that we're all going to get. So here it is. It includes 1 Trailblazers, Centurions, Triple Threat, FC Pro Live, or Thunderstruck players rated 84 or higher, and also 12 rare gold player items with 1 guaranteed to be above 85. It just says play for 3 days to get this pack. Now, will that mean log on for 3 days in a row, or will that mean if you've played 3 days of Ultimate Team this year, then you can get it? I don't know why they would pick a random number like 3 days. So my guess would be log on for 3 straight days and you can get this pack. So this is kind of cool. You know, we did have a pretty big problem earlier in this year about fodder. People did not really have good ways to get it. I think that we've had some pretty decent ways to get fodder, actually. Ever since then, I gotta give EA credit where credit is due, because if the menu grind is bad this year, the gameplay grind with the exact same fucking game modes, the gameplay being slightly better, still not great, still not even good, I would say. But we need a menu grind, and we're getting it right now to a certain extent, which I'm really, really appreciative of. So yeah, I try to be objective because obviously, as you guys know, I shit on them quite a bit, and I feel like rightfully so sometimes, but if we're doing something right, I still for sure want to give them their credit, right? But yeah, getting closer to 10,000 subs, so thank you for that. Thank you for watching every day. Love you all. See you next video. Over. Peace.